Next week, Central Florida will pause to remember the 49 lives lost at the Pulse Nightclub in Orlando.
This year marks 7 years since a gunman walked in and killed so many people. Tonight, we are asking questions about what comes next for the memorial that is still needing to be designed. The OnePulse Foundation is looking at different areas not far from the nightclub to build a future memorial, walk, and museum. It comes after plans not long ago fell apart following some disagreements between the OnePulse Foundation and the nightclub's owner. News 6's Carolina Cardona spoke with a leader at the OnePulse Foundation about the challenges they're facing.
I think the greatest travesty would be not doing a memorial.
Deborah Bowie, OnePulse Foundation Executive Director, tells News 6 plans to build a memorial for the 49 victims of the Pulse Nightclub shooting will go on despite original plans for a memorial to be built at the site of the shooting fell through.
I really did not think that a year later we would be scrapping the original location for the memorial and now looking for a new home. It's very disappointing. And beyond that, it is upsetting that there are so many people who have been impacted by what happened here, really caught up in the middle.
Bowie says in January, the board decided to take a look at the original project and review changes needed due to rising costs. From $50 million, it was going up close to $100 million for the construction of a memorial site, a museum, and the Orlando Health Survivors Walk.
And the board said we need to rescale the project. It's gotten massive, it's expensive, and an expensive building to build means an expensive building to maintain.
Bowie, who was named executive director for OnePulse Foundation a year ago, says the board is looking into 2 alternative sites for the memorial: the property next to the nightclub they purchased, or a warehouse they also acquired less than a mile from the nightclub.
I think there's probably generally been a lot more consensus around the memorial. People don't want what happened here to go away. They want to remember it. There's concern. We don't know what will happen to the nightclub. And the other idea is to use the future museum site and build a memorial adjacent to it, so you have a self-contained area, or to have 2 memorials.
She says the museum would potentially have a multi-use space.
Right now, our design and construction crew is taking a look at the warehouse building and coming up with a new design to see how that 47,000 square foot structure could be repurposed, meaning it would still house, a portion of it would have the museum, but now we have additional space that can be used by and for the community.
And so now OnePulse Foundation tells us that among other changes is having the remembrance ceremony at the Dr. Phillips Center, which is right behind us. It's going to take place next Monday, which marks the 7 years since that tragedy. It is a free ticketed event, and we're told that already about 500 tickets have been given out. Live in Orlando, Carolina Cardona getting results. News 6, back to you guys in the studio.